From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. On first down, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Protect. Go. Motion. Five.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They're going to go play action now with Stick. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. What I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We're going to sack. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, Eddie. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Smooth. 51. Mike 51. Oh, here we go. Oh, 51, Mike. Mike 51.
On 1st down, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the 50, it's Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, boy!
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Go! 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Go out. Go.
Now a toss play. This is White. And some room to roam now. That good for 19 and a first down. As soon as he caught that toss and looked upfield, you could tell they had a big numbers advantage blocking-wise.
They certainly did, which means oftentimes your safety will be unblocked. That means he's got to play it from what they call inside out. Don't let the running back cut back across your face. Keep him pinned to the sideline and go make the tackle.
Come on. You better bring it. Check 43. Check 3.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Let's get it. Ready. 60 or. Hey, Charlie. Look at me. Zipper. Here we go. Let's 57, run. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Get it.
Off play action, it's Stick. Got an open man, it's Burnett. 25 yards that time.
Let's go.
His pass complete to number 18. First and goal, New England.
They come out here in the eye.
Indy. That's the run. Hey! Motion.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. They'll run. This is White. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
49, hey, wahoo!
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
To throw is Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Hey, 57's Good. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, let's go.
1st and 10, Stick. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers. Because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football. Rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Bell. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
Check. Lucky. New draw Porter. Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check the lady. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
This is Bell. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
There you go. Hey, look, the lady.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Hey, you. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Double dog.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mike 57. Leo. Go. Check it out, please.
On 2nd and 10, it's Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Here's Stick, 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Hey, exit. Check Mike 57. Mike 57. I'm scared. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. I'm coming. Go.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Now Stick. Being chased out left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Check. Yo, lady. Check hot route. Hot.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that takes us from second to third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Ready? Mike 57. Hey. Yo. Let's get it.
First down, here's White. He's got daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 14-0.
14, Jets, nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Alpha.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Watch the slant. Man, 80. Shoot. 51, Mike. Man, 80. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Faking the give, Darnold. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 33. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Now! Go get him! 57's the mic! 57's the mic! Check. 57's the mic! 57's the mic! I'm coming! Buzz. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Foxtrot. 57. Mike, 57. Right here. Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, what? Ready?
Stick from the gun. Catch is made by Harry. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one and a New England first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Coming, baby. I'm coming.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
47's the mic. Y'all not ready. 280. Crouch. Hey, orbit. 47.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Wesco, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Watch twist, watch twist.
Go.
3, check 3, check 3.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
They'll throw on 2nd down his stick. It's caught here by Adams. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Davante Adams, 76 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it is 28-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Big stop, let's go. 10, under 10, 10.
They'll go again with Bell. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They're going to go. It's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Darnold. Caught by his tight end, Wesco. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Go, go!
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 2nd down, it's Stick. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written him off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
57 to Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
Exit. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the pass. 57.
Look at me. Zipper. Go.
Stick looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down now. It's White. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Okay, ready?
Mike, 57.
So don't say nothing. Hey, Charlie.
57's right. Hey, that QB's trash.
Let's get it.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And that's complete to Adams. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jets have recovered. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw left side here into the hands of Wesco, the tight end. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw is Darnold. And he's going to lose yardage here as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
SOS.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Hey, zoom. Step.
1st and 10, stick, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, high 7.
Check 99. Check 99. Mike, 50. Go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. J.C. Jackson there defensively to knock it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, exit.
Here's Darnold. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the 50, it's Darnold. Over the middle, he's got the tight end Wesco. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 28.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Back to throw, Darnold. This is caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check 31. Check 31. Slam, slam, slam.
Go.
Over. Roy, Roy, Roy. Roy, Roy, Roy. Check 52.
Pilot, 64. Weak. Hit.
Here's White. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Opting to run again here with White. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 57. Mike 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
3rd down, they'll throw with stick. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. They come out here in the I. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let's go.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Rock it.
They'll try and run it in with White. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead.
Check 24, check 24.
80 weapons.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, here we go. Man, 80. 51's the mic. I got one.
Hey, Alpha.
51's the mic. 51.
Now here we go on fourth. Darnold, he's going to let it fly. This is caught at the 20. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Darnold now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To the air again, Darnold. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Come on,
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
50 seconds to mark.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Patriots, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the